Hisuian Typhlosion is making its Pokemon Go debut on Sunday, January 14th in a 3-hour raid day event between 2 to 5 p.m. I'm going to quickly go over the event details and then we'll get to our tips. For this event, we are going to get the same bonuses as the previous Hisuian raid days, so that includes 5 additional daily raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms. The remote raid limit will be increased to 20 between Saturday, January 13th at 4 p.m. to Sunday, January 14th at 7 p.m. We'll get an increased shiny rate for Hisuian Typhlosion, so probably that 1 in 10. And Hisuian Typhlosion will be appearing more frequently in raids. Of course, it wasn't in raids at all before, but generally this means all raids will be the featured Pokemon, Hisuian Typhlosion in this case. There will also be the standard event ticket for $5 USD that you can purchase in the in-game shop that will get you some more bonuses. These bonuses will be active from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on January 14th, and you'll get 8 additional raid passes from spinning photo discs in gyms, an increased chance to get rare candy XL from raids, 50% more XP from raids, and 2 times Stardust from raids. All right, that's it for the event details. Let's take a look at Hisuian Typhlosion's Meta-Relevancy to see if it's worth that $5 ticket. It has the base stats of 238 for attack, 172 for defense, 177 for stamina, and a max CP of 3,385. Now that's an improvement in every stat except for defense, where it loses 1 point, and getting the addition of that ghost subtyping does mean it picks up 2 more weaknesses, but also 3 more resistances compared to its Johtonian counterpart, including double resistances to bug, fighting, and normal types. So let's take a look at how it fares as a raid attacker then. As a fire type, it is severely outclassed, especially since its only fire fast move is Ember, which isn't great for damage or energy generation, and it doesn't have access to Blast Burn. As a ghost type, it ranks higher, but still not great, as it won't break the top 10 in terms of budget type attackers. A better option is Gengar, and Ghastly was just out for the Lustrous Odyssey event, so hopefully you got a good 1 or 2 of those. They would be much better to power up as ghost type raid attackers. Now in terms of PvP, it doesn't look great for Hisuian Typhlosion here either. He is performing best in the Ultra League, but is still taking more L's than W's, I'm afraid. Looking at a 1 shield scenario, he sees 17 wins and 21 losses. However, due to the fact that you can have ghost, electric, and fire type moves with his access to wild charge, I suppose you could potentially find a use for it on the right team. So in terms of meta relevancy, it definitely is going to need a move update, probably both to its fast move and its charge moves. Hopefully it'll get Blast Burn in the future, but we will see. If you're hoping to get a Hundo or a Shundo from the raids, you're going to want to know the CPs to watch out for. So the Hundo CP for Hisuian Typhlosions from raids is 1710 in non-boosted weather and 2138 in boosted weather, which is sunny or foggy weather. Like the other Hisuians released recently in raids, it will be a 3-star raid, which means you can take it down solo with the right counters. As a fire and ghost type Pokemon, Hisuian Typhlosion is weak to dark, ghost, ground, rock, and water. So some of those top counters are going to be Primal or regular Groudon, Primal or regular Kyogre, Mega, Shadow, or regular Tyranitar, with the Bite and Brutal Swing moveset having the highest DPS, Mega or regular Garchomp, Mega Swampert with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, Shadow or regular Rhyperior with Mud Slap and Rock Wrecker, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Gengar, or Hydreigon. If you're putting together a team and still need to fill up your roster with Pokemon other than those, just put in your Pokemon with the highest CP that have Dark, Ghost, Ground, Rock, or Water type moves. Now in terms of Mega evolving, there are 2 ways to think about which Mega you want to go with. You can either maximize your damage output while fighting Hisuian Typhlosion, in which case you want to go with the Primals or Megas I just listed above, or you can maximize your candy gains. Sometimes these overlap, and in fact in this case there are 2 options you can go with that are both good attackers and will boost your candy gains. The first is Primal Groudon, which is the best because it is the #1 counter, and then next is Mega Gengar, which is a decent attacker, but both will also boost your candy gains. Now if those aren't an option for you, you could also go with Mega Houndoom, Mega Blaziken, Mega Sableye, or Mega Banette. Just remember to use whichever of these Megas or Primals you have that is at the highest Mega level, as that gets you the most amount of candy and the best chance at Candy XL. I've also got 2 other tips for you here. The first is party play. If you are raiding with friends, don't forget to use it for that party power bonus that gets you double charged attack damage when it's powered up. The more people in your party, the quicker party power powers up, up, and also the more people you will have doing that double charge attack damage when it does. If you don't have any local friends to play with, you might try searching on Discord, Facebook, Reddit, etc. for a local raid group. All you have to do is go to these sites, put in your city or town name plus Pokemon Go, and you can generally find one for your area. If you're in an area that's too small or doesn't have one, maybe you can travel to the next biggest area. So you can search that city or town name plus Pokemon Go, see if you can find one there. And then one last bonus tip here that will get you one more Hisuian Typhlosion Raid, whether you're doing free to play or buying that $5 ticket, and that is to stack your raid pass from the day before. So the way this works is you go to a gym the day before the event, spin a photo disc to get your daily raid pass, but then do not use it. You can hold it in your inventory until the next day, which will be the day of the event. Then on the day of the event, you go and do your first Hisuian Typhlosion Raid, and that will use the raid pass from the day before. Then you complete the raid, spin the photo disc at the gym, you get your pass for that day, and then continue to play the raid day as normal, getting all your bonus passes, however many that may be, whether you're doing free to play or the $5 ticket. Now this is the standard stacking of daily raid passes, and you can do it even when there isn't a raid day event. Now one thing to note here is you cannot hold more than one daily raid pass in your inventory, which means you can't stack more than one day. So you can't stack one from one day, save it till the next day, and then stack another. You have to use it and then get another pass. So you can only ever do 2 free daily raids in one day. Consider hitting the like button if you found this video useful, and subscribing if you want to see more Pokemon Go news, tips, and live streams. Happy hunting. I hope you get the shundo, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.